Another look tonight at the numbers as Californians make their choice on Prop 50, and you see the results by almost a 2-to-1 margin. Prop 50 is projected to pass this night among California voters. So let's get some insights and analysis on Prop 50 now. Joining me is Xavier Wislavsky, veteran LA City and County leader and political science professor at UCLA's Luskin School of Public Affairs, and Jessica Levinson, law professor at Loyola Marymount University and CBS News contributor. Thank you both for being with us. You're certainly no strangers here to us at CBS LA. I want to ask you this question first, Jessica. You said last hour that there likely would be no challenges to Prop 50 passing. If so, they would more than likely be unsuccessful. Immediately after we learned that Prop 50 was projected to pass, President Trump said the election is rigged and he's going to have the DOJ investigate. What could that look like?
So the DOJ can investigate and they can try and find whether or not there was any sort of wrongdoing, but obviously you need to have that evidence before you would move forward in court. So before you would come with a successful claim in federal court, which is what the DOJ would try and do, you would need, again, some sort of evidence that there were problems at the polls, problems with ballot boxes, problems with the mail. We haven't heard reports of that yet. In terms of whether or not there could be other legal challenges, you might look at a challenge under the Voting Rights Act, whether or not these new lines amount to racial gerrymandering. I think that's a hard case to prove because the Voting Rights Act, because it's much harder to make successful claims. As we talked about before, you could bring a partisan gerrymandering claim, but federal district judges don't hear those claims, and it would be, I think, impossible to have that sort of claim under state law, given that we just changed our state constitution. All of which is to say you can absolutely have the DOJ investigate, but before you walk into federal court, you need to be able to say, here's our evidence for wrongdoing, here's our legal theory.
Would that be the possibility of the federal monitors that were sent here by the federal government to actually look over what's happening at the ballot boxes while people were voting?
I don't think they're going to find anything. I haven't heard, and I've been monitoring the election all day. First of all, I don't know where the monitors were. I think they were sent in more to intimidate than to observe. And look, I know LA County like the back of my hand. And Dean Logan is the greatest election official in this country, local elected official in election official in this country, and he runs a tight ship. And if they find any wrongdoing, I'll take you to dinner at the restaurant of your choice.
Take you up on that.
Yeah, got it.
Right. Jessica, let's talk about Governor Newsome for a moment, if we will. Spent a lot of money on getting this proposition passed, introducing it to the public, first of all, in just a matter of a couple of months, really. We first heard him talk about this in August, and here we are in November, and it is projected to pass. So one would declare that a win for Governor Newsome. He certainly did. Could he be setting up the stage for running for president in 2028? Is this the push that he needed?
I mean, I think he's been setting that stage, I would offer, maybe for quite a while. He certainly made himself a part of a national conversation, but this is a big night for him. And this is a big night when we're all talking about, is this the first day of Gavin Newsom's presidential campaign? I think what he did is, what he's done a lot of times, gamble big, and it paid off big. And he is saying to Democrats, many of whom wanted to do something more than post on social media or go to a rally, wanted to say, I can do something tangential. He said, here it is. And I think that that gets a lot of support, not just in California, but in other places. We know that a lot of the money for Prop 50 came from out of state, came from those small donors. He's going to keep all of their addresses, all of their contact information. If and when he does run, this will be part of his new fundraising base. It's a good night for him and his political future. You know,
politicians are reticent to take risks and to use their political capital to advance a public policy issue or even to advance their own career. As Jessica says, the governor, when he was mayor of San Francisco, was the first elected official at his level to advocate for same-sex marriage.
That's the first thing he passed.
And at the time, some people said he was nuts for doing that politically. It's a no-win proposition. This one did not look like it was a slam dunk either when he 90 days ago launched this campaign. But it was a calculated risk. And it's a lesson to all politicians, and I've said this to a lot of wannabe politicians. You bank all of this political capital by being popular. Use it. If you don't use it, you lose it. And people will respect you even if, when you take a controversial stand, if you really believe in it, they will respect you even if they disagree with you. So I think he's proved it once more, and I think he's positioned himself. If this is what he wants to do, it's not a sufficient, but it's a necessary step that he's taken. He's a national figure now, without a doubt.
And this was a national race, no question about it. All right, always a pleasure to talk to you, Xavier Slofsky, and of course Jessica Levinson, and we'll be seeing you next hour as well.
And we'll see you at dinner.
You better believe. Oh, wait a minute. I should say you better believe that. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Thank you so much, Zev.